Cooperatives are central to Prout's economic system. Cooperatives bring about community prosperity and a sense of unity in a local area. Cooperatives foster the spirit of community and service, while capitalism fosters selfish individualism. Through cooperatives, the wealth of the community goes back into the community, not outside to company directors and their shareholders.
For a director of a shareholder company, then your whole ethos is directed at the shareholders. You've got to provide the bottom line for them, even to the extent where it might damage the company or damage the people who work for the company in terms of shutting down branches or whatever. But if you're involved in a cooperative, the whole thing swings the other way, and in fact you're there to help your members. Shareholder companies are there for the financial bottom line, whereas cooperatives are there for the community bottom line.
Common forms of cooperatives in Prout are producers' cooperatives and consumers' cooperatives. The farmers, for example, can form producers' cooperatives and sell directly to a consumers' cooperative. This cuts out the middle person, which means a significant reduction in the end price. It also guarantees a good return to the producers, something that deregulation has not achieved. The farmers also maintain control of the packaging and selling of their product. Successful cooperatives depend on several factors, including excellent management, ethical leadership, and a genuine need in the community for the business provided.
I think the main benefits of the corporate system are essentially three. First of all, the feeling of using all your skills, not only a tiny part along an assembly line. Secondly, the feeling of networking, that you network not only inside the cooperative but with the customers and across borders. And thirdly, an intense feeling of driving history forward, of being useful. And this not being dismissed as a garbage then ties in with the idea that the worker in a cooperative would work and stay in the cooperative far behind the usual retirement age.
It's about people getting the confidence to do things they've never done before and to take that as a springboard to keep moving forward in their life.
Under capitalism, cooperatives struggle, as the capitalist system often works to undermine their endeavours. However, there are examples of cooperative enterprises working in both small and large towns, like Maleny, Australia, and Mondragon in Spain.
I think it's worth recognising that there's over 10.6 million housing cooperatives in Europe. A quarter of all housing for the last 20 years in Turkey has been done through cooperatives. In Norway, not a poor community, high incidence of home ownership, 15% of all housing is owned cooperatively. Czechoslovakia has 10,000 housing cooperatives. And in the United Kingdom, 2% of all social housing stock is operated cooperatively. Marwick did a study of the UK housing cooperatives and came away with the conclusion that they were much better managed than strata-titled units and condominiums, and that they generated a spin-on social effect that went beyond housing. And I think too this is one of the strengths of cooperative housing. Cooperatives form communities that build houses, that then build communities.
In summary, they can contribute very positively to deliberative democracy, to political accountability, and to providing a very substantial and resilient counterpoint to globalisation.
I believe that cooperatives are a genuine, viable alternative to government and private industry. I think they're the way of the future.
And Prout also adds a spiritual dimension. And the beauty of the spiritual dimension is that we are all in it. It's not a question of how much money you have.
Something that Prout does really well is harness the collective spirit of an area.
To really develop the local area and take what's there and allow it to benefit the local people.
Prout can never be imposed. It only works when people embrace it. Of course, Prout has its principles, but for their practical expression, that depends on the wishes of the society concerned.
For that, I think if local government entities continue to do their planning and their engagement with the community from principles like Prout, etc., what you're finding is that it actually helps engage the communities.
Prout is concerned with not only physical well-being, but mental and spiritual upliftment of not only humans, but plants and animals as well.